something I am very proud of, and something that people actually look down on, is that I built my $4 million salon revenue on Facebook groups. Okay, now so my whole salon I had for 8 years, and I made over $4 million in revenue with that, right? And I built that specifically on Facebook groups. Now, I didn't just do it at the start and then stop. I continually did it. I had like a system going with that, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you a quick story about it. So at the start, when I first started my business, I had no clue. I never had a mentor. I didn't have anything like that. I knew, like, I'm about manifesting, obviously, as we've all been learning. I'm huge on manifesting. So I was like, I just started getting into the manifesting at that point. I'd watched The Secret, I'd read the book, and I started to be like, right, I need to make this amount of money. I need to get these amount of clients in. And Facebook groups popped into my head because it was starting to get quite big at that point. You know, you're talking, this is 10 years ago at that time, right? So I was chatting to a girl, and at that time, now I had my salon was in a place called Clarkson, right? So it was in the northern suburbs of Perth. And she had her business in a place called Claremont, which is pretty, you know, it's pretty up there, right? Pretty to do. And I says to her, and she was struggling. So we were completely different businesses, but she was like, she'd bought a really great, successful business. It was already successful when she bought it. So basically she should have just been able to take it over and keep it going. It was kind of like a gift store, but had the coolest stuff from lots of different like artists all over the place and that, right? I loved going there. But anyway, she bought it over, and I had started my business. So I was getting great success on Facebook groups. I was doing a little system where it wasn't marketplace at that point. I was going into each individual group in my area, and I was putting on an ad and stuff like that, just, you know, creating my own ad and putting pictures of my working there. Now, her business was struggling, right? She started really struggling. After about 6 months, I don't know what she was doing, but her business dive bombed, and she wasn't getting any like clients through the door. She wasn't getting any customers and things. And I just says to her, I am getting the best success on Facebook groups. Like, maybe you should look for like Claremont groups and surrounding areas, or like artist groups, and put your shop on there so that people can see where you are and stuff like this. And she was like, no, you know, Kelly, I'm sorry, but, you know, I can't remember the name of the shop now, it was years ago. And she was like, no, that, you know, I've got a reputation, and the shop has a reputation, and we're in Claremont, and we don't just do Facebook groups. And I was so offended. I was like, oh, okay then. And so I didn't really stay friends with her, because I knew that she kind of was looking down on my business. And remember, like, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So I kind of distanced myself from her. And what happened was, within the next 6 months, her shop actually shut down. Now, you know, really, by having that mindset of you're too good for Facebook groups, and having your ego up there, it doesn't do you any favours in your business. Nothing at all, right? Whereas I've never had an ego. I don't care less what I have to do to get my business to wherever it is. I've always been true and genuine as myself. You know, like I say, and all the time, I'm always myself. I'm always just me. If people like it, I really hope they do. If they don't, I'm actually okay with that as well, because I like me. So I believe that by not having an ego, and by doing Facebook groups or whatever it is, you know, is going to help you benefit. Now, when I did the Facebook groups, I had a Google sheet. I'm always talking about Google Sheets, but I had a Google sheet where I would write down the names of the groups. I would write down a day of when I would post on that group, so that I wasn't bombarding them. Obviously, you know, some people don't let you post and stuff, and they might flag you up and that. And I would just leave it. If they flagged me up, I would leave it, because they would put me to the top of the group again. And obviously it got me banned out with some, but well, whatever, you know, there's always hundreds of groups. But my recommendations to you is, it doesn't matter what level you are at your business, I would 100% be using free advertising on Facebook groups. Remember that you're marketing, right? So if you can do it for free, then why would you not do it? Now, if you're a very, very busy person already, and you're fully booked already, and you don't have time for this, fair enough, right? Fair enough, I get it, don't do it. However, if you are not busy or not where you want to be and you're looking for more clients and looking for more leads and you don't want to do the Facebook advertising because you think you're too good for it, then newsflash, you're not, right? It will genuinely help drive people to your business. So have a look at the Facebook groups, my tips are join the ones, if you're a service-based business, obviously, and you're looking for, you want to have people in your area. Unless you're offering something like cosmetic tattoos, I would have advertised all over Perth for cosmetic tattoos, because I had people travel to me from Albany, which is at the bottom of WA. People from like up north, Geraldton, Jurien Bay, even up in Exmouth, people would travel down to get their eyebrows done by me. So think of where you think people will come to you. If you're offering something like an eyebrow waxing tent, no, there'd be no point in you advertising away down south or away up north, things like that. Focus on more of your local area.